Okay, here we go with episode 5 of this Terminator build. And what have we got in this one? Got the base of the skull. Let's get these out of the thing. Alright, so basic skull, the neck piece, so that's going to go in there. And again, we've got this with, it's a plastic piece for something that's going to end up being heavy. Oh dear. And these are going to be the parts that hold it in place. So let's get into the destructions so that we can get building. There we go. So first up, we've got putting these two bits together. So we'll need, where have I put my scissors now? There they go. Right, get the bag open. Two silver jobbies. One in there. Come here, you little sod. Right, and screw number 2. Tighten up this top and a bit. I think that's as tight as a dare go, William. So that's going to be the top at neck. And then it looks as though, I'm guessing that goes in there. Maybe that into there. I should probably check the instructions to make sure I'm doing this right, but I'm pretty sure I am. So I'm just taking these screws, and the second I feel any resistance, I'm going to stop screwing. Not screwing, tightening them up. It looks like 3 screw holes there. Can we see that? Looks like there's 3 screw holes there for something internal to attach to. So just get that in. Tighten the front one up a bit. Guessing those are 2 spare screws. And then that'll somewhat rest in there. I probably should have put that in first, shouldn't I? That's, oh well, let's have a look at these. Yep, should have put the ball thing in first. Duh! Spanner. Right. See, I'm getting all carried away. I know how it goes, I know how it goes. No, you don't, you've just made a cock up, Dan. Right, so get that unfastened. So anyone asks, I was just testing to make sure that the screws fit the hole, you know, and it is in no way, shape or form me being a total muppet that's putting it together in the wrong blooming order. Get that and drop that through like so. Then put this cap over top. And then fasten it into place. And shit, I've put it in wrong. Oh, come on. Give me a sudden break. Wind it up wrong, so unfasten it for the third sodding time. Tighten this one up. And then the third one. And then that's pretty much going to be all the parts for this issue put together. Yeah, and that's a nice tight neck joint. And like I said, that's going to, on the one that the plastic version of this that I've got, there's those two piston type struts are kept attaching to there that would be the muscles that you can probably feel the muscles in your neck in the, you know, in the same place. So we got it sort of goes like so. So we should have 3 screws that go through these holes straight into the top part of the mouth, the roof of the mouth, to connect that on. Yeah, so they're not with this one, but yeah, and then this part here that comes down will be where the jaw attaches, which is right here in the next episode. So I'm mostly waiting on those 3 screws to appear, and then we've got a big chunk of head that's fully complete, it would seem. But I still can't see any way for this to attack. It could fit in there, but I don't see how it's gonna be accessible, you know. So I mean, we've got the up round here on the skull is that cap that comes off so that you can get at the CPU. I'm not saying it comes off with this model kit. I mean, in the movie when it shows in Terminator 2, they have that bit where they open his head up, take out the CPU, and I can't remember which. They have one version where they flip it from read only to the learning computer thingy. But anyways, if that's positioned up correctly, you might be able to access it via that, but I'm gonna need more skull parts before I can start figuring that out. So get these bits put into my little Terminator tub, which is already getting pretty flipping full. So it's like, no sooner have I got myself a Terminator tub, then I'm going to have to switch it for a bigger one. Awesome. Right, and I'll get those screws into the Terminator tub. And then with this issue, I want to have a look at, because they got, oh yeah, it's Robocop, article on Robocop. I'm not too bothered about what it says. I just like pictures of Robocop, because let's face it, around this time period, I'm pretty sure one of these movies, they held back on releasing the name or whatever, because they were waiting to see, because of similarity in the subject matter, they were waiting to see what's the name of that movie. So it might have been Terminator that were held back for a bit, you know, short amount of time to work out what's this RoboCop. I've heard it's about a cyborg. Do we have actual competition? You know, I think it was that way around. I'm not sure. But anyways, and then we got Dick with Ed 209 and battle damaged RoboCop. So that when Ed 209 came in and just cream crackered him, that's a bit of movie history right there, because it's like he's getting his arse kicked left, right and centre. He can't fight back because that directive force messing with him. And then they have that shot where there's a hole in his visor and you can just see that one human eye looking through the hole. And something about that, it's like, even though he's not expressing it, it seemed like he's sort of, oh crap, I'm in deep shit here. And then we've got drones and stuff, and that actually looks quite a lot like mine. I mean, I think that one's probably more expensive than mine, looking at the camera that's on it. But that's my drone. It has this battery that's basically like you used to getting in old mobile phones. That just connects in like so. So it's a very similar connection actually to one that's for power to eyes of the Terminator. So connects in like that, and then there's meant to be a little screw that goes in there, but God knows where that's gone. We've got, once you've powered it up, plenty of flashy lights, which would probably look pretty spectacular at night time. Turn it off for a minute. Got these little legs that can be folded down and clip down, or they're supposed to, but anyways, they clip into place like that, which makes it perfect to fit it in the saddlebag on my bike. But once you get to wherever, you have the legs fold out like so that you can, set it on the ground. But before you set off, you gotta, these silver buttons, press them to release the arm, and they all fold out like so. So, yeah, you then set it down like so. Turn power on this one, turn power on the remote that I have no idea where I've put it at the minute. I'll have to rummage that out. Once it's all on, you do a quick calibration thingy of it, and then it's ready to, fly off. Got a little camera here that's adjustable in front, and inside here there's a micro SD card that will, you know, make it so you can record everything that's happening, but it also transmits what the camera's seeing to my mobile, which can be connected onto there's a clamp on the controller, so I can see from what's going on from this camera on controller, so as it's flying around. And then once I'm done, you know, press the button to release the arms. You gotta fold away. Oh God, I don't know if that were a hiccup or a burp. Right, once you're done flying, which tends, in my case, tends to be batteries run out, because it's just as I've, you know, got used to the wind, because you get, once it's up in air, you can think, yeah, it's a great sunny day, there's no real wind, you get this thing high enough into air and then wind catches it and it's continuously going like that, so you have to sort of counter it, you know, counteract the wind, and just as you're getting used to giving it just enough to be holding its place, battery dies. So I think if anyone's interested in seeing some decent drone flying, they should go over and see the videos done by Hippo Drones, because he's way better at it than I am. Yeah, and I'm doing those all wrong. So it's back one first, and then front one, and then the rotary jobbies line up, and it perfectly fits. I'll have a rummage through my video files, because I do have some video footage somewhere from this in the air, so I'll have a rummage through, find that and blob it onto end. So back in a more. Minor snafu, I found the video footage from taking the drone out. Only thing is, it's at a different frame rate to the video footage in this, that this camera runs at. So I'm going to have to upload it as a secondary video, and then I'll attempt to put the a link to it in the description. So yeah, bit disappointing, but not much I can do at this time. So if you fancy watching the drone in action, have a look for the link in the description, and if you don't, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.